Imagine a world where money seems to lose its value faster than you can earn it. Prices rise steadily, making everyday goods and services more expensive. This phenomenon, known as inflation, can be a persistent challenge for economies worldwide. While there's no magic bullet or hidden formula, economists and policymakers often strategize and debate over effective secret tricks to combat inflation. These tactics range from intricate monetary maneuvers to bold fiscal policies and structural reforms, each offering a unique approach to tame the economic beast. So, what are these secret tricks, and how do they stack up against the relentless force of rising prices? Let's unravel the mystery together. 1. Monetary policy. Monetary policy refers to actions taken by a central bank to control the money supply and interest rates in an economy. Interest rate adjustments. Central banks raise interest rates to discourage borrowing and spending, which can help reduce inflationary pressures. Higher interest rates make loans more expensive, reducing consumer and business spending. Open market operations (OMO). Central banks buy or sell government securities in the open market to influence the money supply and interest rates. Selling securities reduces the money supply, thus curbing inflation. Reserve requirements. Adjusting the amount of reserves banks must hold with the central bank affects their ability to lend. Increasing reserve requirements can restrict lending and reduce inflationary pressures. 2. Fiscal policy. Fiscal policy involves government decisions on spending, taxation, and borrowing, which can impact aggregate demand and inflation. Government spending. Reducing unnecessary expenditures can lower overall demand in the economy, helping to cool inflation. Taxation. Increasing taxes can reduce disposable income and consumer spending, thereby lowering aggregate demand and inflationary pressures. Supply-side policies. Policies aimed at improving productivity and efficiency can increase the economy's capacity to produce goods and services without raising prices. 3. Exchange rate policy. Managing the exchange rate can influence inflation through its impact on imports and exports. Appreciation, depreciation. A stronger domestic currency appreciation can make imports cheaper, helping to lower domestic prices and inflation. Conversely, a weaker currency depreciation may increase import costs and inflationary pressures. 4. Wage and price controls. Governments sometimes impose temporary controls on wages and prices to directly manage inflation. Price ceilings. Setting maximum prices for essential goods and services to prevent price gouging during periods of high inflation. Wage freezes. Temporarily halting wage increases to prevent labor costs from contributing to inflation. 5. Inflation targeting. Many central banks adopt inflation targeting frameworks to guide monetary policy decisions. Target setting. Establishing a specific inflation target, for example, 2%, helps anchor inflation expectations and guides policy actions. Forward guidance. Communicating policy intentions and forecasts to shape market expectations and influence economic behavior. 6. Structural reforms. Addressing underlying structural issues can have long-term effects on inflation dynamics, education, and skills development. Enhancing human capital can boost productivity, reduce production costs, and mitigate inflationary pressures. Infrastructure investment. Improving transportation, communication, and energy infrastructure can enhance supply chain efficiency and reduce production costs. Market reforms. Promoting competition, deregulation, and efficiency in markets can lower prices and improve economic performance. 7. Global coordination. In a globalized economy, international cooperation can enhance the effectiveness of inflation-fighting measures. Trade policies. Managing trade flows and tariffs to mitigate inflationary pressures from global supply chain disruptions. Global economic stability. Coordinating monetary policies and exchange rate management among major economies can stabilize global inflationary pressures. The conclusion. Effective inflation control requires a comprehensive and coordinated approach across monetary, fiscal, and structural policies. While there's no singular secret trick, Leveraging these strategies in combination, tailored to specific economic conditions, can help mitigate inflationary pressures and promote sustainable economic growth. Policymakers must carefully assess the root causes of inflation and implement appropriate measures to achieve their inflation targets while balancing other macroeconomic objectives, such as employment and economic stability. In summary, effectively combating inflation demands a multifaceted strategy encompassing monetary policy adjustments, prudent fiscal measures, targeted regulatory interventions, and robust public awareness campaigns, all working synergistically to mitigate its impact on economies and ensure sustainable growth. Inspiration awaits just a click away. Don't forget to subscribe and join our community of curious minds exploring together.